Welcome everyone. What's up, Torgo? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Are you ready to go back to the asylum?
I'm ready to go back to the Asylum.
Yeah.
We are for sure trapped in there with all the crazy inmates.
We are. Now, as we discovered when we were talking about this at the end of Ego, we don't remember this game's structure very well.
No, so we had to be corrected by the day ghost at the end of that video.
We did.
Which was a pretty funny way to end the video. I didn't realize that we were still recording when that happened.
I didn't either. It was so embarrassing.
Yep, but we do have another encounter with Zaz. I don't know if that's soon or a little bit later, but we'll find out.
We're already to the snipers. Snipers, no sniping.
Oh god. I hate dealing with the snipers. Because sometimes in this game I've had it where it's like they see me. I'm like, how did you even see me from there? But usually in the other games they're easier to deal with.
I don't have a problem with the snipers in this. I have problems with the like plant bulbs that spawn in during the Ivy parts.
Oh yeah.
It just makes traversal so annoying.
It does. It's really annoying. You gotta be kind of fast with those. Or else you'll get hit with the orb.
Yeah. I've switched to my Xbox controller for PC since that tends to work better. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Switching between controllers is about as hard as switching from like a controller to a mouse and keyboard.
Hopefully you won't have to go to mouse and keyboard this time.
I won't. I made sure my headset was charged. Oh, they saw me, but they're unarmed. Okay. Let's go!
Good.
Oh, shit.
Get to them. Kill them. No, I'm just kidding. Batman doesn't kill.
You just turned into that thing from Batman Ego.
Is he okay?
That's right, Batman doesn't kill unless it's Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck.
Or Christian Bale.
Yeah, but Christian Bale says he doesn't kill.
You okay, buddy?
So does Michael Keaton.
I don't think they ever talk about the no-kill rule in those movies.
Hold on. So, the thing that drives me the most insane about Batman Returns is you have this psychopathic Batman, and then he has the gall to lecture Selena and be like, no, you shouldn't kill people.
That's right. I forgot about that part. No, because he definitely murders people in that movie.
Yeah, but then also turns out it's like murder's bad, okay?
Yeah, it's like there's like a narrative like dissonance between that and the action in that movie. I don't know. I love that movie, but it's not perfect.
That's because you're a fraud.
We'll have to review it at some point.
I mean, we will, yeah.
Suffer through it again, yeah. So I can convince you that it's a masterpiece.
So, for someone like you that likes that movie, and I'm gonna struggle with this with like BBS. How do you review something like that? Do you go, well, this is my score based on how much I enjoy it, but it's probably honestly like this?
Well, usually with all movies, I try to do like a combination of like my personal enjoyment versus objective. Well, not that, you know, it's hard to be objective, but you know what I mean, like more of like a critical rating.
Yeah.
But I think usually my rating system, like the subjectivity wins out more. Like if I still enjoyed something and I still have problems with it, but like I liked it, I'm still gonna give it a more positive rating. But I might not give it like a 5-star or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, if the positives still outweigh the negatives, like I'm still gonna give it like 4 or 5 stars.
I've got a couple of men in the guard towers covering your movements.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Damn.
Hey, someone help Bat Baby up off the floor.
I think we're gonna get close to the next Scarecrow part, right?
We should. I'm not sure when exactly. I don't remember when that takes place.
Oh yeah, see, I just got to that part, yeah. Sorry, the video is late for me. The sniper, I always forget about that sniper.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's why it's easier to deal with them in Arkham City, because you can see where they are.
I've got a couple of men in the guard towers covering
What?
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, there's one behind me.
Accidents do happen.
Oh yeah. You gotta use detective vision.
My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
Oh, you make me blush, Doc. I have a real thing.
Dr. Quinn's out. I know. See the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say? Ding dong. Warden Joker would like to announce that as of today, all Arkham guards have been fired due to budget cuts.
Mark Hamill's like just random lines of dialogue that he cuts in with while you're out patrolling are top tier.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. Yeah, I mean, as much as this is like a darker Joker, he's still very funny.
Yeah, Dini definitely doesn't forget that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the perfect balance, I'd say, in these games, where he's like very like disturbing, but he's also genuinely funny.
And I hope it helps you all become more productive in our
Damn it.
Oh, I'd like to
Well, and it's that balance of like, this is still kind of, you could say this is the animated series Joker, but they're allowed to take it further.
Right. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that last time, where this is like almost a more adult version of that show.
These goddamn snipers.
I hate these snipers.
Snipers, no sniping.
No sniping.
I guess that is that. I got a couple of men in the guard hours covering your movements. Yeah.
This week I'm thinking about going to see Dune 2. I completely forgot that was out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you liked the first one okay.
It's alright. I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since it came out on Max.
Yeah, I really like that first movie. My big criticism with it, though, is like what most people say, where like it doesn't really have an ending.
Well, no, that's what happens when it's just half a story.
Ding dong.
Right, but you know, there's so many multi-part movies that like they still have a satisfying, like conclusive ending. Like each Lord of the Rings movie still has an ending.
Yeah, but
whereas Dune kind of just stops.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem with comparing it to Lord of the Rings is that Lord of the Rings is just each one is adapting a different book.
That's true. Yeah.
It'd be closer to The Hobbit, which I guess you could say they have endings, but I don't know. None of them feel very ending-ish.
Yeah. The trouble with The Hobbit is the second one, where the second one leaves off, is like a pretty good cliffhanger in the moment, but then you watch the third one, and like all of the stuff with Smaug is taken care of in like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, oh, that could have just been the ending of the second one.
Trying to remember how to
but
do
yeah.
this. But no, I think
Robert,
it looks cool.
Yeah, you just got back from Dune 2. Yeah,
hello, Mr.
I'm really
Fancy
excited to see
Pants. What's up, Robert?
Joker here. Now that I'm in charge, I'd like to hear all your feedback on the
And I think a good recent example of first part movie that actually has a satisfying ending is the new Mission Impossible.
True.
Like there's clearly like more that needs to be solved, but like that train climax is like one of my favorite action set pieces of the franchise.
So, fun fact, I own Dune on physical 4K, and because I got it for like $10 on Amazon on one of those super deals.
Hello again, boys.
I don't think I've even taken it out of the shrink wrap.
Yeah, I have a few Blu-rays like that where I still have to get it out.
They really should have wrapped up. Yeah. Well, Robert, you agree
Yeah,
with it because it's correct. Like,
yeah.
I just don't see how there's another take there.
Well, yeah, because initially that was supposed to be 2 movies instead of a trilogy, and it could have just been 2 movies.
Hey, I've got a cousin in Metropolis.
No, we did it.
Security company, you know, knocking on doors.
We're in the Asylum.
We're in the mansion of the Asylum.
You want in? I can put in a good word.
The Arkham Mansion.
I think so. I'm currently reading. I've kind of slacked off in the last couple of weeks, but I've been trying to dedicate at least an hour to reading, and doing it kind of in an order. So like I'll read a prose novel, and then a DC book, and then a Marvel book, and then rinse and repeat. But I've been kind of slacking. But I'm reading the Dawn of the Dead novelization right now.
Oh, cool.
I think I want to try to read Dune after.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's probably a huge book to conquer. I want to get to reading it at some point, but I'm a little intimidated by it.
How many pages is that? I own the Kindle version, but that's not always an accurate representation. Don't you grab that gun.
Oh, no. I assume it's a really long book, but I don't know. I always assumed it was one of, like, the big epics. Like, it took me a long time to even get to Lord of the Rings, and I grew up with those movies.
And those aren't even that long.
Eh. For someone who doesn't read much, it's long.
Okay, you're right. Dune is 800 pages. I agree, Robert Wild. I think they picked a perfect place to end Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. But I'm fine with epics. Like, I'm a Stephen King guy, and he has a lot of those kind of epic novels.
Yeah.
The only one that's ever broken me was It.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna read it.
It needs to be like at least half the length that it is.
Yeah, no thanks to that one.
The adult stuff in that sucks. And then there's just like chapters of here's all these bad things that happened in Derry every 27 years.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing across the board, is that the adult stuff in it, no matter what version, is not good.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I didn't like It Chapter 2 all that much. And I probably should have had that expectation going in, but I was kind of excited for it.
Yeah, and I was kind of in the middle on between like you and probably the proper expectation. Where it's like, well, the stuff they're adapting is like the worst part of that book. But It Chapter 1 was fantastic, and the trailers look good. But I did keep some of that expectation, so when I saw it, I was like, that's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, it was disappointing. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh, that was a bad movie.
The bad movie. Are we not supposed to? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, I think I knew that at one point. That, yeah, Tolkien wanted it to be one long book.
I mean, it kind of reads that way.
Well, it's kind of like how
with the Lord of the Rings books is if you're not feeling one of the subplots, like either you're not feeling like the Sam and Frodo storyline, or vice versa with the Aragorn and the main rest of the Fellowship. Half of each of those books is going to be a slog because he doesn't switch back and forth. It's always here's this story and then here's the rest of it.
Yeah. No, I think Jackson did a good job of like integrating that stuff better.
I agree.
Into like a movie format. And I still like the Lord of the Rings books, but like sometimes I have to like be in the mood to read that.
Yeah, well, and I think of it this way, like, and I think this is a problem a lot of books have, especially because I feel like books keep getting longer and longer. I only have so much time in my day. Would I rather watch a 3-hour movie or try to read an 800-page novel?
Right. And I mean, they cut out a lot of stuff that I think should be cut out.
Yeah.
Like, I know people love Tom Bombadil. I don't really like that part in the book at all. I don't really understand why people like that.
I know a lot of people are upset about that. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that character.
Yeah, he just shows up and then leaves. Yeah, Robert, the casting in Chapter 2 was pretty on point. I thought Bill Hader was great as Richie. And
dude, he was awesome as
was
Richie.
good too. Yeah.
The problem with McAvoy is they took all of the character stuff away from Bill. Wait, no, he's not Bill. Wait, is he Bill?
Yeah, I think he's Bill. Yeah. I don't remember all the characters' names, but yeah, Bill is the main kid, right?
I think so. What was the fat kid's name?
I can't remember. No, not Mike.
No, Mike is Hader. Two of them have B names, and I get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really like that first movie, and there's stuff I like in the second one, but ultimately I think it doesn't really work.
Okay, no.
I should
Charles,
probably watch.
or not Charles. James McAvoy is Bill, and the fat kid is Ben,
Mhm.
and I get them mixed up all the time.
Okay, yeah. I should probably watch the Tim Curry version at some point.
You really shouldn't.
Well, I just keep hearing that Tim Curry is really good in that.
Yeah, so just YouTube the Tim Curry scenes.
Okay.
No, the It miniseries, the biggest problem is it's just boring. Like, Tim Curry breathes life into it, but
Well, probably covers more of the book for it being a miniseries, because that book is huge.
yeah, it definitely keeps some of the stuff that I think was a mistake to cut out. Like, I'm fine with cutting out the turtle because that's just Stephen King nonsense.
That's just. Was that his cocaine era?
Probably. I mean,
I know that there's like specific eras of Stephen King based on like what substance he was addicted to.
I mean, that is the book that he decided to write one of the most infamous novel scenes of all time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's another reason why I don't want to read it.
I forgot about
But
these
yeah,
collars. They never really do this again.
What's that collar do? Why is it?
No, they kind of change. They change it in the sequels where it's
Suicide collar.
Joker or whoever has like a sensor that can tell when you've knocked out a goon, but it's not like a suicide collar.
What are we, some
I was
kind of
about to say-
Suicide Squad?
I was about to say Suicide Squad because we talk about that game so much.
Yeah, Robert, he probably is one of, if not the most adapted author, but like, I don't know, I can name maybe 5 good adaptations.
You got The Shining.
I said good adaptation.
All right, well, let's stick to good movies.
Okay, so good movies than The Shining, yes.
Have you ever seen what's it called? Shawshank.
I have not seen what's it
Redemption.
called. I think so. Once long ago. I need to rewatch it though. I was a
That's probably.
I was a Green Mile kid.
I'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, and so I still have to see the Green Mile.
Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, I that's one of those classics that I need to check off the list. That and a bunch of other movies.
Frank Darabont was like, I'm going to direct 2 of the best Stephen King adaptations of all time, and they're both going to be about a prison.
Exactly.
So you have The Shining. The Dead Zone is great. That's a one that you need to watch if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I've heard that's great. Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie. And honestly, I don't think there's a bad adaptation of Carrie. There's just great ones and okay ones.
You mean the 2013 one isn't the worst movie ever made?
No, I like quite a bit about that movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that movie's alright. It's I've heard some people like crap on it for no reason, but it's okay.
Yeah. The worst one is the 2002 one, but the actress that plays Carrie is doing a great job.
You out, and not in a nice first date kind of way.
Oh yeah, I still need to see Cujo.
I've heard Cujo is really boring.
Oh really?
I haven't seen it since I was like 8, but because it's just 2 people trapped in a car for like 90% of the movie.
I mean, depending on the execution, that can be really intense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so I wasn't thinking of his like the newer ones. So there's definitely like more than like there's definitely a good percentage.
Yeah.
Because you got like the Flanagan stuff.
Are you blind? Look
I don't care what anyone says. Doctor Sleep is peak.
down there, and I don't like it.
No, I really like Dr. Sleep. I'm like I'm like, well, actually, I think I'm fine for the most part with how it ends. Because it's kind of like you told me before, it's like the book version of how The Shining ends.
Yeah. He just
I
made
think
like
it's
a
done
Shining
well.
short film, and it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, Ewan McGregor is really good in that movie.
Dude, that scene that he has with the like manifestation of Jack is so good.
Oh yeah. No, that's great. Oh yeah, I also like Christine. That's a good movie.
That's all right. I find a lot of those older Stephen King adaptations, their biggest problem is like, yes, they make some of the horror like scarier maybe, but they do that at the expense of all the character stuff. And what makes Stephen King is so good is that he manages to balance both.
That's completely fair.
Shit,
I have to. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I understand.
I gotta finish reading The Shining because I really like what I read of it.
It's so good. That's a top 5 King book.
Yeah, I mean King in general. I just need to read his stuff.
And then I will forever carry the torch that the 90s miniseries of The Stand is amazing.
We should review the 90s miniseries of The Shining on Haven of Horror at some point.
I mean, I would be down. Scream Factory just released it on Blu-ray, and I do want to see that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm actually curious to see what it's like. I know people say it's bad, but I'm curious about it.
The Mist is good. My problem, and I need to rewatch it, but it feels like the only thing people remember about that movie is the ending, because that ending's like, holy shit.
I want to watch... I haven't seen that movie, but I want to watch the black and white version of that.
Yeah, I want to see it like that. I've only seen it in color. You know about the ending, right?
Not really, no.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I've managed to avoid spoilers for that one, so...
I'm gonna need you to watch that soon before it gets spoiled for you.
Okay. Let me see if it's streaming. I've been thinking of watching a movie tonight. If I have time.
What do we do now?
Make time. Not to talk shop about our other channel, but you know what might be a good thing to do once we get done with Shutter Shuffle? We should do like a King month or something. Tackle some of the King adaptations we haven't talked about in some way or another.
I like that idea. We could do Stephen King related stuff, or
Yeah.
I also just like the idea of doing like focusing on like a specific horror director for a while.
Yeah, we haven't done that since we did
Anything
Carpenter.
like that. Yeah. But no, I'd be down for like a King month.
Ooh, okay, so you're giving me ideas. We should do a Flanagan, like, focus.
Oh, that's actually perfect, because I've barely seen any of his Netflix stuff, so that'll give me the chance to actually watch that stuff.
Yeah, that might be a little more work than normal, just because those are like 10 hours long.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I gotta watch that anyway. Like, I keep hearing people rave about his Netflix shows.
Okay, let's put the King thing on hold, because the main things I wanted to do from King are most of Flanagan anyway.
Okay.
And we'll do Flanagan, and we can do like reviews for some, maybe a couple commentaries. I still gotta see Misery. I've read the book.
I've
That's
heard
gonna
great
be a
things about
repeat with a
Misery.
lot of King, like outside of the big ones, like, you know, The Shining, now
Yeah.
The Dead Zone. I read the book and it was awesome, but I haven't seen the movie.
That's good. You're doing more reading.
Oh, dude, I read Stephen King religiously in middle and high school. I must have read The Dead Zone like 100, like, not like 50 times. And I was like, I really need to watch the movie because it's walking, and I didn't realize it was,
Not anymore.
what the hell is that guy's name?
Which guy?
The Fly.
Oh, Cronenberg.
Yeah, it's Cronenberg.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Cronenberg's awesome.
Robert says we should do a commentary on the Shining miniseries. It's only 273 minutes. I mean, there's a couple longer things that I would like to do a commentary on. And that wouldn't be the longest. Yeah. No, that would be the longest commentary. We'd be up a while.
Well, the commentary that we have to do is Exorcist 2.
Of course.
I know that's not Stephen King related, but
we'll do Midnight Mass, the like 10-hour commentary.
Yeah, I don't know about doing commentaries for those.
No, I know. I wouldn't want to do that.
Especially because I don't know, like I find like with blind commentaries for certain things, it's more just like I just rather just watch this because I don't have a lot to say about it in the moment.
The big thing out of Flanagan's filmography that I want to do a commentary on, and it'll work because we've already reviewed it, is Dr. Sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Hey, get off me!
If I have time, then it'll probably be a good excuse for me to read some of his books too in between doing reviews.
Yeah, we'll have to draw it up. We'll do the King thing maybe later in the year, but let's do the Flanagan thing next. That's
gonna be easier. That's gonna be easier to tackle, I think, just because Stephen King has, in general, there's a lot of Stephen King stuff out there.
Yeah, and I already have a general idea of the things that we should tackle. You've got to see Oculus.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
The thing with Oculus that's interesting, and this is just generalized, not any direct information, but in a lot of ways it plays as kind of a prototype to what he would do with Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, nice.
So I'd like to do that before we do Haunting of Hill House, or is that what it's called? Yeah, the Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, I think it is Haunting of Hill House, because I'm also thinking of the Vincent Price movie, and I'm getting confused.
Me too. And then there's that 90s movie with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson, The Haunting.
The Haunting, yeah.
Which is, I think it's adapting like the same story.
Yeah, no, so the Vincent Price movie is House on Haunted Hill, and the Mike Flanagan series is Haunting of Hill House.
And this will finally get me to finish the Haunting of Bly Manor.
Yeah. I've heard Midnight Mass is like a masterpiece.
Dude, I don't know which one I like more. That, like, this is how good all of them are. I literally cannot decide which is the better one. The Fall of the House of Usher, Midnight Mass, or Haunting of Hill House. God damn.
Where did Dr. Young go?
That's so confusing. Yeah, no, but I'm excited to finally watch those.
I guess. She was pretty desperate to get in there. Her office is over there.
How long ago was this? I need to find her notes before Joker gets his hands on them.
20 minutes, maybe more. What's so important about the notes?
Yeah, no, that's true. It's
Joker
perfectly
wants them.
balanced,
That
Robert.
makes them important. Stay here. I'm going to find
There's
not a problem.
Classic Stephen King adaptations and infamously bad ones.
Yeah. And then when we do the King stuff, that'll give me an excuse to finally watch Maximum Overdrive.
I was just about to say, should we talk about Maximum Overdrive?
I feel like we have
Security
to.
Officer Cash, we are in the mansion and have encountered
Okay.
inmates. Respond.
That's kind of like Stephen King's Duel, right?
Is what?
Well, it's about like a killer truck, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that the first thing that came to mind was one of Spielberg's first movies, which is called Duel.
Oh,
and it's basically like, yeah, it's basically like Jaws with a truck. It's this guy that's being chased by this big truck. It's actually a pretty good movie.
Oh, nice. Well, now Robert, you have an excuse to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like I need an excuse to watch those. Oh, the dual comparison is flimsy. Okay, I don't know enough about Maximum Overdrive.
The only thing I know about that is that there's a giant green goblin truck.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I immediately thought of Duel just because they're both about like evil trucks.
How am I supposed to get through that door?
You open it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm stupid.
Control, can you hear me?
Oh, we answered the question. Is he stupid?
We did it. We did. I bet you, yeah.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats? Good luck.
This is gonna be a lot shorter of a Let's Play than the other two. I don't know how long City and Night are gonna take us.
Yeah, this is a shorter game.
Yeah, because it's not really like a full open world.
Yeah, and the only other thing besides the main story, I think, is the Riddler trophies.
Yeah, which I'm not guaranteeing that we'll get all of them. I do remember this riddle though.
Do you think we'll do all the side missions for the other games? Or just focus on the story?
I'd like to try to do the side missions at least for City, because I don't think I've ever finished all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Night, the only thing that I do want to try to do is some of the DLC, because they're short. And some of them are important.
Like the Batgirl stuff?
Yeah, like Batgirl, Nightwing, Catwoman. Those like one-offs they did with other characters.
Yeah. I only played some of those for the first time recently because the DLC is like free now because no one cares anymore. So the Batgirl one was pretty good.
I remember the Red Hood one being pretty fun. I was like, damn, if they want to make like a Red Hood game, I'd be down.
Hold on. I think I've got it.
Yeah, I think story-wise it was like, whatever, but I like playing as Red Hood.
I mean, that's all of those DLCs. He's here!
It's the bed!
None of those DLCs have a very good story, but it's like, oh, these are fun. I mean, that's Arkham Knight in general, though. Story is absolute ass. I don't know if you saw, but it's looking more and more like those Infinite Crisis movies are going to be a small DCAU reunion.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
Yeah, I saw the news that both Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy are in it, which that makes me happy.
I'm also seeing that Will Friedle is going to be in it. Who is Batman Beyond, if you don't know. I do want to see Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see Batman Beyond in there too.
I'm just glad that presumably this means that will be Kevin Conroy's final performance.
You mean you weren't satisfied with how he went out in Suicide Squad?
I thought it was fine in context. Like, if Kevin Conroy hadn't passed away, I would have been perfectly okay with that death scene. But as a final role, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just
Like
walk
I've
past
said-
the Ra's al Ghul Easter egg? Did I?
I don't know. I don't know this game as well as the other ones.
Is it in here, Robert?
Oh, the Ra's Easter egg is in the morgue, right?
I didn't know there was a Ra's Easter egg. I don't
There's,
see anything.
I'm pretty sure there's one where you're in the morgue and you see like his body in there, and then if you go back, it's gone, implying that like the League took him and brought him back to the Lazarus pit,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see any names on these.
That's right.
Oh, nope, I did walk past it.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
I never knew that was there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool Easter egg.
Yeah. Thanks, Robert. I wonder if that guy will be important.
Yeah, for the next game.
Hey,
Someone
Black
has
Mask.
already got to the safe. The only question now is...
Okay, so I
The
have a
character
question.
they never
No
do
sign of
anything
forced
interesting in
Whoever opened
within
knew
the series.
combination.
So I have a question. Do insane asylums usually have morgues?
Let's see.
I have no idea.
Good.
Wouldn't you
Dr.
take
Young
those to
got
the
her
city
notes before
morgue?
Joker. She's taken them to hide somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Follow
you
her,
know,
find
this
out
is
where
such
she
like
put
a gothic enough place that you kind of just go with it. It's like, would Arkham Asylum have a morgue? Yeah, sure.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good
Shut
job,
up, Riddler.
nevertheless.
You ever feel... I always feel bad for Batman in these games, because he has to deal with all this shit on top of hearing this whiny douchebag. Like, a monkey could have solved that.
Yeah, I love how much of a dick Riddler is. It's funny.
Yeah, and then they just turn him into
I'm on
Jigsaw.
Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to...
Well, I think the best part in these games
if I follow
is
these,
when you're
I
like
will
solving
find
all
out
the
the
Riddler
notes.
trophies, and like at the beginning he's like, "Oh yeah, no, anyone could have done that," and then the further you get, he's like,
As I thought.
"No, you're
It's just a
cheating."
twisted diversion. The real action's on Arkham.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point, Robert. I didn't think about that. Like, it is a hospital, so they might have a morgue.
Well, I would just think you would take the bodies to, like, the city morgue.
Joker was right.
I don't know.
He's here!
It's probably more convenient that it's in the asylum.
God, those knife enemies are so fucking annoying in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't, like, beat down on them in this one.
You can't beat them down, and you can't... They don't even have the counter option in this one.
Yeah. No, I also like when they go Jigsaw with Riddler. This is probably my favorite Riddler interpretation, like, outside of comics.
Mine is probably the Batman at this point.
He's good too. I like how narcissistic and like how much of an asshole this Riddler is. It's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny. The animated series one is also pretty solid.
I like the Batman, like the 2004 one, except for the design.
Yeah, I gotta revisit that show because I remember how bad that design is, but I don't remember anything about his actual characterization.
You know what pisses me off about it though? Okay, so it's Robert Englund. It's right there. We could have had Robert Englund as Scarecrow. It's right there.
Yeah, he's Freddy Krueger, for God's sakes.
But I don't even think they do Scarecrow, so to be fair to them, they may not have been allowed to do it.
Yeah, I can't remember if they do Scarecrow or not.
Something else
that's also...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's also a show that, like, does alternate versions, like alternate takes on characters. So, like, it's hard to remember sometimes what characters they do and what they just had, like, a different spin on.
Sometimes to their detriment. Like, I couldn't believe they went back to generic Bug Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, like, it's so much less interesting. Like, he's just an evil guy.
Oh, okay, they weren't allowed to use... But see, that still just pisses me off. It was right there.
Oh, yeah, there was that whole weird, like, bat embargo thing.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
No, did he? Yes, he did. It's the only version I've gotten. But I mean, that's a fighting game. He didn't get to do anything.
Yeah. I think at that point he was getting older.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't need him to play it live action. He can still voice act.
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us.
Oh yeah, fair. I just mean, like, I don't know. I haven't heard his voice and how his voice sounds in that.
These are my least favorite fucking riddles.
Oh, the ones where you... Oh, yeah, where you have to line up the question mark?
Yeah, what do you mean partially detected?
Yeah, it's like, I scanned that. It's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I know, those ones are so annoying.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see.
I think there's only one of those like that in Arkham Knight, which is good.
The thing with as these go on is they just keep adding to the stupid Riddler challenges. Where because by the time you get to Night, it's so fucking bloated.
To find an explanation for why.
Yeah, and you have to use the Batmobile for a lot of them.
Yeah, here's Riddler races. Here's Riddler environmental puzzles.
He's here.
Yeah, like, it makes perfect sense for the Riddler to test Batman's skills at racing.
Well, and that's also in the era of, like, especially right then where we were overthinking the no-kill rule. Where it's like, it is absurd if you make me believe that they survive even touching how much electricity is probably circulating that thing.
No, yeah, you can just straight up run over thugs in that game.
Spider-Man does this too, where if you knock somebody over off a building, somehow a magical webbing saves them.
The web.
It's like, okay, where did that come from?
No, yeah, there's a lot of times when I was playing Spider-Man, I just punched the thug off a building, and I'm like, oh, I just killed that guy. But then I see the web later, and I'm like, oh, okay. But, I mean, with the Batmobile in Arkham Knight, even if there's an electric shock to it, like, if they're getting hit by the Batmobile at, like, that speed, I still think they're probably gonna die from that.
I'm gonna pulverize you. You okay, buddy?
Okay, these guys really need to start staying down.
Stay down. Not gonna ask again. Yeah, that's a very good point, Robert. I don't understand why the Riddler would want to leave Riddler trophies for the Suicide Squad, because they're not detectives. They're just... It's like, why would you care about outsmarting Harley Quinn?
And it's absurd in that one. It's here's a bunch of Riddler challenges, which is do something arbitrary in a specific amount of time for medals. Here's Riddler trophies. Although one thing that is cool in that game is the Riddler trophies are like fully movable, so you can like shoot them off places and like
save the hostages.
push them and to move them and stuff like that. But it's like,
Okay.
why would Deadshot care about this?
Yeah. like, well, like, I don't know. Like, Riddler only cares about outsmarting Batman because Batman's the world's greatest detective.
Easy, didn't you? Has tonight taught you nothing?
But yeah, I mean, the only reason he should be in that game is for you to kill him, which, I mean, yeah, it's be the #1 thing most players want to do after these games.
I feel like he'll probably end up being a playable character at some point. If it makes it that far. I don't know if you saw, but their player count has plummeted.
No, I did see, yeah, that game is dying already. Yeah, and I don't know, I think that could have been a really cool game. They just needed to, #1, like I've said a billion times, not make it in the Arkhamverse. And I don't know, probably just make it more of a Suicide Squad game, not like...
Its biggest problem, just looking at what we got, is A, the story is dog shit. And B, you motherfuckers have worked on this for close to a decade. Why do you have one mission structure that is just copy and paste?
Yeah.
Remember the hostages?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still curious about playing that game. I'm gonna wait until it's on sale.
Just
and obviously I have a way to play it.
Robert, just end it after City and say that's where it ends.
Or I mean, you know, Night. Night's not a great... Well, I don't think City... The City ends with the Joker dying and Batman all, like, screwed up after that. So that's not, like, a happy ending.
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
Sure it
all
is.
happened so fast. Some patients...
That's my favorite comedy.
Okay. Up the place. They were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here and they followed.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
When I came to,
the DCAU is a good thing to watch with
I heard a voice on one of the
people.
radios. It sounded like they were being told to meet in the warden's office.
So, Dr. Young was trying to hide her research notes on the formula when she was caught. Where did you hide them?
And, like, it's probably, like, my definitive version of Batman.
The DCAU one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if I have a definitive Batman.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because the DCAU also has... They do stuff with certain elements of the Batman universe that I don't love. Like, skipping Jason Todd. But, I mean, I understand why they did that. So, like, it's not perfect, but for, like, Batman characterization, that's how I see Batman.
I could see that. Yeah, I don't know. Right. I'm open to different interpretations. I know, like, the ones that I'm like, no, this isn't my Batman.
It's never this simple with him.
Hashtag not my Batman.
No, not
yeah. And I mean, like, to be fair, I like a lot of different versions of Batman. Like, you know, there's things I like and things I don't like about each interpretation.
I did bump into him on the way back from the gardens, when no doubt he was acting out some twisted...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's another thing I don't like, Robert, is the whole Barbara thing.
He loves them together.
I don't like that at all.
I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I think if you told the right story, like, you could make it work. You'd have to shift things around.
Yeah,
but I've
I don't know.
also just come to the point where like I don't really need or want Batman to have a love interest.
No, I don't really want that either.
Tom King
and
killed
I think
that
Barbara. Oh, fair enough. And I think Barbara should be with Dick,
not Tim.
Bruce. Yeah, that's weird.
Wait a minute, it's raining indoors. What is this?
Oh no. We
So,
have another spooky section.
This just came to me. How do you feel about this Batman not having the lenses? Normally.
I'm fine with it.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce.
I think it works for the style they're going through in this game, in this series.
He loved it so.
One thing you gotta give Snyder is he finally gave us like a suit with natural blue lenses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then in Justice League, he's got those goggles.
Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting
I
to
have
rain.
never been more
Bruce is
baffled.
tired.
Like,
Can't we just
I
wait
like
for
the
him?
Snyder
Come
cut,
on, keep up. We're
but
nearly there.
the Justice League suit is such a downgrade.
Well, the problem with it in Justice League is there's a lot of, especially in the Whedon cut, there's a lot of scenes with him in the daylight, and it just brings out all of the like weirdness in that suit.
Well,
in
not even that,
BVS,
but I
he's
mean,
mostly in the dark.
Right, but I mean, it's also a different suit, and I don't think it looks as good.
Yeah, but I also think that if we saw the BVS suit during the day, that would look really weird too.
Yeah, I mean, it would look weird no matter what, but I just they changed some very important things on his Justice League suit. Mostly, like, especially the cowl, and it looks weird.
No, yeah, the cowl looks really weird in that movie.
Come on, this way.
Oh, I picked. That's the image I picked for the thumbnail, not realizing we would do this part tonight. That's funny.
Oh, really? No, I mean, you picked it out right.
I like this little scene right here because we show that like Gotham was so bad that an 8-year-old kid that got his kids killed or his parents killed. Like, nah, he'll be fine. He's rich.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That goes to show you how much those cops don't care. But Gordon does.
But you know, you bring up that it's shot a lot in the daylight. How funny is it that they made the same mistake there that Nolan does in Rises?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with that Bale suit, you cannot shoot that in the daytime.
I don't know.
No, it looks so weird in the daytime. I don't know. I think the Justice League suit might look worse, though. Like, I'm not particularly a fan of the bat suits in Dark Knight or Rises, but I don't know. I think the Snyder Justice League one just doesn't look good.
So like, I like the Begins one the best out of all of them, but it's just weird that even by 2012 we're still stuck in that like black military suit.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing with the Begin suit is obviously the same thing the other suits had, is that he can't turn his head. But I don't know, I think the way that Bale moves in that movie just kind of makes it work.
Shit, I forgot to...
I'll get you now.
Forgot to tuck
I'm
the
not
other
good
box
with...
down.
Failed. Now.
I'm not good with timing in these parts, so I get seen by Scarecrow a lot. The Batfleck suit in The Flash is by far the worst live-action bat suit
What
I've
the
ever
fuck
seen.
is he wearing in that? Like, what is the tactical purpose of that weird, like, vest thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, Robert, because like I want to see them do a live-action blue suit, like that actually looks good. But yeah, that suit just looks so bad.
Is it the worst live-action suit, though? Like, come on, let's not be that hyperbolic.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably a contender.
It's
I mean, I think a lot of people,
but like, especially thinking of that one at the end of Batman and Robin, it's not worse than that.
yeah, I think the Batman and Robin suits might have it beat. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the only like.
I'd also argue it's better. This is just a taste thing. I'd also argue it's better than the return suit.
The Flash suit is better than the return suit?
I don't like the return suit. They change it and it looks really bad.
No, they do change it. I don't like it as much as the 89 suit, but I think it still looks fine.
No, the BBS suit is the best, like, on-screen Batman suit, and it's not even close.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I also like, I've gotten to that point where like, and I know this is retroactively, and I wouldn't say I hate them, but like, just by default, I don't like the like armored black look on any of them.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, and we've had that for such a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder in the next Pattinson movie if we're gonna get a suit change.
I kind of hope so. I like the Pattinson suit, but there's a few things I would change.
He's under my control.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be all black. I do like.
He's not.
That. Is he not all black in that movie?
Pattinson?
Yeah. What parts? I thought he was all black.
Well, he's gray and black.
Where is he gray?
Are you kidding?
I'm serious. Maybe I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe I'm colorblind.
Hold on. We have to fix this, chat.
Oh no. We have to fix this. Oh yeah, the suit at the end of Gotham is awful.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the worst. It's gray and black, but I guess it's a very dark gray. I don't know. Maybe I just have bad eyesight.
I just sent you a picture of it that is clearly gray.
All right, let me see. You're right. It's dark gray, but like, it blends. It's like such a dark gray that it just blends in with the black.
I guess I've never had that issue. Ooh.
I don't know. But okay, but what I was gonna say about Ben Affleck is that I like that his suit is more black and gray, where it's like. The gray, like it's actual gray, not like very, very dark gray.
And at the
end, I think the thing with Affleck that especially kind of wins brownie points for me is, I'd argue it's still the only one that's like a just pure Batman suit, straight up from the comics.
Yeah, no, that's what. Yeah, I like that it's the classic black and gray.
Yeah.
Now we just need to see blue and gray.
Nah, we saw that and it sucked. Let's move on.
No, we could do it better.
No, it's done.
We could do it.
No, I think that would be a cool way to differentiate the Brave and the Bold from the Batman.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, especially if the Brave and the Bold one is going to go for a more like, not lighthearted, but like
more
like adventure.
Batman.
Everything.
Yeah, more fantastical. Pattinson's more gritty detective.
You failed.
Yes, we should do a Batsuit ranking.
Is
soon.
there enough to
That's
make
a
a
good idea.
proper ranking? Well, yeah, I guess.
No, yeah.
You guys aren't gonna like some of my
there's a lot of
F-tiers.
Batman movies. Yeah, I could see James Gunn doing the yellow logo on the Batsuit for that universe.
I feel like he will, since the Superman logo has the yellow. Because like Snyder kind of did the yellow, but I feel like that was the part of it that was really muted.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, it seems like Gunn, at least with Superman, is trying to bring it to more like that iconic look, which I like. I like that it's not just the Kingdom Come logo.
But I'd also like him to kind of, because one thing I love in the DC is that Batman and Superman, by complete accident, are polar opposites. So I'd like their suits in these movies to kind of reflect that. Like, be mindful of, like, the Superman suit looks like this, so in response, the Batman suit kind of looks like this.
Yeah, well, and I think you can reflect their differences by having Batman still, like, wear the blue suit and just have it be, like, a dark blue.
Everything you see is under my control.
Is it 12, Robert? I'm not, like, going through them in my head, but...
I can buy that because the Schumacher movies have multiple bat suits in each one.
Ah, damn it.
And, I mean, if you count the shows, too.
Well, I mean,
Adam
Gotham
West.
just instantly goes into the F tier.
Adam West is S tier.
I'm sorry, that's
obviously.
an F tier.
No, that is...
I'm sorry, it sucks. I hate the bat symbol, I hate the stupid little things drawn on his forehead.
Robert, we need to make it our mission to make John like 60s Batman on this channel.
Shatter like glass.
Oh yeah, and both of those, I'm sorry, but both of the BVS suits are S tier.
Oh yeah, the armored suit is awesome.
Stay still, this won't hurt.
This does not control well.
And at the end of fear,
I remember the last time I played this, it took me a few tries. The second Scarecrow one.
No, but I would be down to do like something on 60s Batman soon, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, we could review the movie at some point.
Do you have to see the show first?
Not really.
Okay.
It just kind of works as its own like thing.
That'll be the opposite of the BBS review, where I'm the glowing positive one and you two are the negative ones, where I'll be the negative one and you two be like, no, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's why we have to do it.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Or we could do something like we pick a bunch of episodes. Or I guess Robert and I pick episodes and we do commentaries on them.
Now suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We outvote you.
I don't care.
I love democracy.
I am the Senate.
Now madness takes you.
When are we gonna do our Revenge of the Sith commentary?
Why?
I don't know.
God, this one is harder than I remember.
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Really sure that the 66 Robin suit is pretty much perfect. I'd have to look at it again.
It's pretty much like just the classic Robin suit that you think of.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Robin's suit is like really hard to screw up.
Right. I think Robin definitely in that show looks more off the page than Batman does in that show. But
well, you know what really sucks with the Robin suit? I think about this every time I watch it. Forever has the perfect Robin suit, and then they change it into that stupid armored look like Batman's suit.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they have weird looking suits at the end of that movie. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Well, no,
and,
but what I mean is with that, because I like the arm. I don't hate like that armored look that he has throughout the movie. But like when he's in in the circus, he also just has the Robin suit. Like that's his circus suit.
Oh no, yeah, true.
And then he changes it into that armored look that Batman has. And then for Batman and Robin, he's just Nightwing. But he acts like Jason Todd.
It's like that. It's that classic movie adaptation thing of like they show the comic book costume for a second. They're like, "Oh no, that looks stupid."
Oh. The worst one of those that I can think of is the RoboCop remake, where there's that bit where he gets the gray suit and it doesn't look bad in that slimmer model. And they're like, "No, gray's out. It looks dumb." I'm like, "Oh, fuck off."
Yeah, because that other suit that they have is so bland.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's right. We'd have to rank the 40s Batman serial suits.
Oh, no.
Which just look like Halloween costumes.
They probably were Halloween costumes.
Robert actually likes the Robin suit in Forever.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad. It's just a downgrade from the circus suit.
Yeah, fair enough. And I actually don't mind Kilmer's suit.
No, I think Kilmer's first suit looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think the only problem is the nipples, and even then, like, I'm not really looking at them.
Has anyone seen the bat? Come on! Someone must.
Yeah, Val Kilmer has kind of a blend between,
Where's the cape? Jump out of the shadows.
or his first suit is kind of like a blend between
Anyone?
Keaton and what he would get in his own style. But then they changed the suit and it looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
That says Dr. Young trapped in the warden's office. I've got to get out of here.
How much would you bet the RoboCop getting the gray suit at the end was a reshoot?
It's not at the end. It's like halfway through the movie.
I don't remember. Does he get the gray suit back in that movie?
No. They do one scene like when he first becomes RoboCop and they're trying to figure out the design, and they put him in the classic suit, but it's like slimmed down a little bit. And they have this line of dialogue where, well, it's not testing well, it looks really dumb or something like that. And then they put him in the blandest like black suit.
No, I legitimately cannot remember how that movie ends.
I don't either.
Yeah, because I just don't like that movie. I try not to think about it.
It sucks.
No, I mean, even RoboCop 3 is at least entertaining.
Yeah. I like things about RoboCop 3.
RoboCop 3 at least, you know, has that cool, like, dystopian look to it. Like, it feels like a RoboCop movie.
I feel like the people only complain about the nipples in Batman and Robin because they hate that movie.
I will fry you.
Yeah, you don't really hear people talk about it in Forever. I also think Forever doesn't have those close-up shots of them suiting up. like it does in Batman and Robin, where like
Well, that
the
opening
nipples are
shot
right
of
in your
Batman
face.
and Robin where they're doing that is insane. Like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing?
It's like, yeah, the movie starts and it's badass.
Yeah, I
thought-
don't know that movie well enough, Robert. It sucks.
Don't paint the room crimson with her blood.
Yeah, I can't remember if he gets the. Yeah, like I said before, I don't know that movie well enough.
You watch RoboCop and you watch RoboCop 2, and then that's all you really
That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah.
If you're curious, you can watch RoboCop 3. It's a fine, like, shut your brain off movie, but you could just be watching RoboCop 2 instead.
Well, to be fair, I think RoboCop 3 is still bad.
Yeah, no.
But I'd
RoboCop
rather
3 is
watch it
bad.
over. I'd rather watch it over the remake.
Bad is better than boring.
Right. Because at least if it's bad and it still has some interesting things in it, like that's still fine. The worst thing a movie can be is boring.
I can't wait. She's just begging.
He has the gray prototype suit at the start, then switches to black for most of it, and then gets the gray at the very end. Okay, well I don't remember that.
I don't either.
To be fair with me, I've seen that movie like one time. When we did the watch party.
That is all you need.
Yeah.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
I mean, I don't really care about them, but I can see why people are complaining when it's the first shot of the movie.
So now he has Venom,
and it's brought to your attention.
He has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab hidden in the gardens. It's locked off.
Those movies were progressive for equal opportunity objectification.
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane. Oh my God.
We'll talk about it at some point, but I think Batman or Robin can be a fun movie in the right environment.
I love that movie. It's unironically my second favorite of that franchise, of that era of the franchise.
Those four, yeah.
For me, it goes Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, 89, and then a pile of shit, and then Batman and Returns.
I'd say both Schumacher movies are pretty horny, Robert. Like Nicole Kidman in Forever is just like she just wants Batman. Although Batman and Robin is like more overtly like flamboyant.
I also love that Batman and Robin doesn't even try with the love interest. Like, do you even remember her name?
Yeah. Well, it's Julie Madison, which is like that's like a fine Easter egg, but like she's barely a character.
Have you figured out a way past these security gates?
So we lost Dr. Young. Rest in peace.
Rip Dr. Young.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be.
I mean, she did help create Titan, so yeah.
It's a two-part biometric sequence apparently generated by the Warden.
That is some pixelated ash.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the Warden, and he's the only.
I think it's about the Arkham Bat symbol.
Okay, good luck.
Or Bat logo.
Oh, I love the Arkham Bat symbol. I think it looks great. It's probably my other favorite besides the classic yellow emblem.
I'm a Returns guy. I like the fat bat.
That's true. Everybody is horny in Batman and Robin, even Alfred. Oh, you gotta follow another trail.
Gee, imagine that. This says, So how do you? Oh, you know what would be another fun video for this channel? Ranking the Alfreds.
Yeah, I think we could do a few of those where we like rank Alfred, rank Gordon's.
Well,
you know, like all the different side characters.
Yeah, the problem with Gordon is that there's only like 2 worth talking about.
Right. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be just live action.
True, but even then, can you name more than 3?
Well, there's Pat Hingle. I'm not gonna name all of them,
but you could do like favorite, like ranking the Batman and Bruce's, I guess, or.
Tell him to shut it now. You heard that, right?
yeah. We could do like a Batman live action actor ranking, and we can talk about like who is the better
Alfred.
Bruce Wayne and who's the better Batman.
Yeah.
And who does both.
And then our comment section can be outraged when I put Michael Keaton at the bottom of the list.
Well, I mean, I'll be outraged with you in the video.
Oh, okay.
So, well, Michael Keaton's probably my second favorite live action actor.
Ooh.
Yep. He's like performance-wise, he's not bad in that movie. Yeah, I know you have a problem with the writing, but you gotta admit the performance is fun.
I don't know. He's fine as Batman, but I don't know.
Anyone got a way out of this? We gotta find more work.
Yeah.
And then I hate his like awkward Bruce Wayne. Like
that's fair.
I'll cover over here.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like that. That's not my that's not my Bruce Wayne, I'd say. But like acting wise, I think he does a pretty good job.
Yeah, right.
I'd put him over Bale just because I don't like Bale's Batman voice.
Oh, see, I don't know. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Performance can only take you so far when the writing is absolute shite.
Fair enough. I mean, I like Bale's Bruce Wayne, but his Batman is pretty rough.
Yeah, his Batman is definitely lacking. My top 2 are Robert Pattinson at this point and Affleck. And it makes it really hard for me to put Affleck up there because he only had what I would call maybe one great Batman performance.
Yeah, I really like Affleck. I don't know where I'd rank him though. I have to think about that ranking.
No, I think his voice is fine in Begins. It just he had to change it, and
yeah,
it gets to absurd levels in Dark Knight, and then in Rises,
especially in Rises, it's like too far.
Well, I go to Dark Knight where like he's trying to talk to the Joker, but he clearly can't breathe.
Oh yeah, at the end where he's like, the city.
The city has shown you. I'm dying.
Well, I like in Rises where he's like beating the shit out of Bane, and he's like, where's the trigger?
Why the fuck along? They just have a battle to see who's more incomprehensible at that point. Because Bane also has that. I think Bane is really cool and mysterious in that like tour section where he's making the speeches, but then he has that like screaming fit. We are the people, take back your city, and I'm like, dude, you sound awful. Stop it.
Take control of your city. Yeah, the Bane voice is
a choice.
Silly.
Let me go, you crazy
I think
Bill's
Mama spank.
Sorry, what was I saying?
No, go ahead.
I was reading, Bale's performance works totally fine for Robert in Dark Knight. It's just modulated, yeah.
He has moments in Dark Knight. I really like that moment in at the end with like the Mexican standoff or whatever, where Harvey's like, "Why was I the only one that lost everything?" And he's like, "You were."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be following this trail.
No, he was getting choked out with a pipe, but it's still silly when he has to make a speech.
Yeah, but that's not a place to have him monologue.
Yeah. And I'm Robert, I'm also with you that his voice works in Begins. I actually really like his voice in Begins because he's basically doing what Pattinson is doing in The Batman, where he's just kind of whispering. He's not like trying to put on like a growly voice or anything like that. The problem, like we said, is like in the sequels they just started modulating it and it just starts to sound awful.
Never liked her anyway. You're cold, man. Funny thing, he said the same to me. I told him I didn't even have a sister. He just kept telling me to do it. So I got
Yeah, I don't know, but those movies are still good. At least the first two.
I think I liked the compromise of just use like straight up stating that Batman has like a voice modulator in BVS. I like that kind of like inhuman sound to Batman, to an older Batman that's like trying to appear as like a boogeyman.
I think he sounds cool most of the time, but then there's like a few times I think when he has to like scream or yell that it sounds just kind of weird.
Yeah, it definitely cracks a little bit. But I think that works because it's also him doing something he's not really not normally be doing.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm actually interested to watch that movie again for our commentary.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm sad that I have to sit through that other movie first.
No, yeah, because like I don't love BVS, but I'm open to giving it another shot.
Yeah, and I do wonder if there will be any like, oh, I didn't think of this before on either side.
Yeah. And you know, I don't hate that movie. I have a lot of problems with it.
My 90% of my issues are just in that third act. That third act is a mistake.
Yep.
And I don't even hate it. So there's things I'm like, I wouldn't have done this.
I think what affected DBS for me and a lot of people is, and I think the marketing didn't help this, is that I already kind of had a lot of negative expectations going in. Especially with the third. Well, especially with the third trailer where they revealed Doomsday, and I'm like, why are they spoiling it? Like,
no, that was a Sony level move.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, so I know how the movie ends now.
And I'm also, I guess this is a hot take, I was okay with the Justice League forming in response to Superman dying.
Yeah, I'm not against that idea. I do normally like that Superman is a founding member. But I mean, I don't know, it's a different interpretation.
Its biggest mistake is you should have had a Man of Steel 2 and a Batman movie in between. Man of Steel and BVS. And don't cut 30 minutes of important footage out of your movie. Whether
I mean, maybe
like that movie or not, some of the stuff that they cut out is insane. Like, why would you cut your entire secondary, like one of your protagonists? Why would you cut out 90% of his scenes?
Yeah, and for a while, the only version of that movie I had seen was the theatrical version. I don't think I watched the ultimate cut until like a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I think they could have done BVS, and then just like ended it where Superman doesn't die, and then have him die in a later movie, and then that be the lead into the Justice League movie, but they were rushing through things.
Well, yeah, those executives really needed that bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. At least BVS didn't show the last shot of the movie, like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but I would argue that BBS was worse. Just sharing the last shot of this movie out of context isn't really a spoiler, because you don't know that's the last scene of the movie.
No, but it is like...
It's still dumb.
It's not a good idea. Yeah.
But showing that shot of Rhino, it's like, okay, Rhino's in this movie. You don't know it's the last shot of the movie. Showing Doomsday, it's like, oh no, he has to be the final villain. He's associated with one very specific story. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen.
I wonder what's gonna happen to Superman. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least it would have been really funny if they showed the like dirt on his coffin out of context. They just put that in. Yeah, we just needed to see Superman as a hero, saving the world before he dies.
And see,
yeah,
I feel
think
like
that
we get enough of that in BVS.
I mean, we'll get to it when we talk about that movie. I don't know how you feel about Superman in that movie.
Yeah, and I mean, I have a couple of things where I'm like, this was a mistake, but we've made it to another part of the Asylum. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
I think we're getting to like the Harley Quinn boss.
No, yeah, Robert, the extended cut of BVS isn't going to win over people who are just adamantly like, I hate everything about this movie. But if you were like, if you liked the theatrical cut, like, I will admit, I walked out of the movie and be like, that is the best like Batman movie ever. Ay, caramba. Or if you were just like, you know, that was okay. Like, there's something missing.
Yeah.
Then the movie is better. If you're just one of those like, no, I hate everything about this. This isn't my Batman. This isn't my Superman. No amount of like added scenes will fix anything.
Right, because it's still a take on Batman. And Superman I don't particularly like. But
what, you don't like having your heroes deconstructed?
It's fine if it's a good deconstruction. Yeah.
And I maintain the biggest issue with all three of those movies, or at least the first two, is not Snyder, it's Goyer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I don't think Goyer wrote Justice League.
I'm like 90% sure the at least the Snyder cut is all Terrio.
Yeah.
And it knows what to shoot for. Goyer has that thing where like, I'm making high art, and that kind of rubbed off on Snyder.
And funnily enough, Justice League is my favorite out of Snyder's movies because it's the one that Goyer didn't write.
So how do you feel about this Poison Ivy design?
I don't like it.
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need.
Why are you gay?
Well, I don't even. I just think it looks weird.
Is it's too much for you?
Well, it's like it looks like a 12-year-old designed it.
Well, and then in the Suicide Squad game, she is 12.
Oh no!
You know about that, right?
Yeah, no, I know that they de-aged her. I just forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, there's no explanation. She just shows up, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is Poison Ivy." She's back.
Well, I guess they're going off that Easter egg at the end of Night, where you see like a flower growing where she died. But yeah, I guess that's not a full explanation.
You have to help me.
Ivy? You look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a similar thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of Harley's design in this game either.
I don't understand why we keep changing Harley's design. None of them are good. Just stick to the classic.
Yeah, no, like I prefer the classic design for Harley.
Harley's design in this, so we can be a little bit more adult. Like, here's cleavage.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're edgy now. I'm glad we got to see the classic design in the Batgirl DLC in Night.
Well, and you get it in Suicide Squad too.
Oh, cool.
It's a.
It's the DLC. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I hate these fucking things.
The Snyder Cut is 100 times better than Justice League. That's just like a fact. Even if you don't like both versions, you have to admit the Snyder version is better.
I don't mind an Ivy that has become like.
Give me the sequencer.
What?
Not human.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that either. Because she's probably one of the most supernatural Batman villains.
Yeah. It's time we put her in a movie again.
There's always a way out.
It's time we get an actually good Poison Ivy.
Hey. Uma Thurman is peak.
I mean, you know, she's great. She knows exactly what movie it is. Like, she's great in the movie. I'd prefer, like, an actually good version.
What if James Gunn's first Batman movie, is they retitle it to... Oh, hey.
Get me out of here!
What?
You rescued the wrong warden. He's an imposter.
Clayface Easter egg.
Oh yeah, the Clayface Easter egg's really cool.
The warden, you know me. You can't leave me locked up in here.
It's Warden Sharp, and then I think it turns into Gordon.
The warden, you know me.
There are people who say they prefer Justice League because it's shorter. I could not disagree with those people more. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'll take a longer movie that's actually like watchable than a short movie that's unbearable.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely think you could cut it down, but like, I don't know, execution-wise, it's just so much better.
Well, and I have a hard time holding that against it because it's not a theatrical cut; it's a director's cut.
Right. No, it's what the extended cut would have been.
Yeah, it's no different than the Lord of the Rings director's cut.
Yeah, I do think pacing-wise, it kind of drags in a few places, but...
Yeah. He says scan... Yeah. Oh, yep, he turned into Gordon.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, that's cool that Clayface is here, because obviously he'll be a big part of City. Oh,
you'll actually see him in his true form.
What if James Gunn changes the name of the Brave and the Bold to Batman and Robin, and the villains are Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy?
I'd actually be pretty excited.
No, I do legitimately hope, though, that he does end up... Like, because obviously titles are up to change. Yeah. I would love if he called that Batman and Robin instead of Brave and the Bold.
And I think that's a way more appropriate title for what the pitch of that movie is.
I did not forget. I went back and scanned it. The stream was just delayed. Surprise! Well, and like,
what do you think
my problem
about
with Brave and the Bold as a movie title is that's also the name of a soap opera, and I feel like you're going to confuse people.
Well, I mean, Batman Brave and the Bold is also a thing.
Yeah. Batman and Robin is a better title.
No, it is. But for a movie called Brave and the Bold, I would want it to be closer to the Brave and the Bold comics, where he's just like teaming up with a different DC character.
I thought you were gonna say like the show, and I was gonna say, oh, so bad.
Oh no, I love the show.
Like, I'd be fine with the Batman movie doing that tone, honestly.
No.
No, yeah.
To be fair, I've never seen that show, and just everything about it looks awful to me.
I put off watching it for the longest time, because when I was a kid, I was like, I only want dark Batman. Like, I don't care about lighthearted Batman. And then I finally watched it, and I really liked it. So.
Well, we'll have to cover it for the channel if we want to be unbiased.
Yeah, no, we should.
That's part of the fun about starting this channel is, like, I don't know if you have this, but there's some things that, like, we've looked at for Haven of Horror that I'm like, I don't know if I would have watched this if I hadn't had to review it.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have watched Burial if I didn't have to review it. We'll see what that movie's like.
Well, so the one that comes to mind is, like, Popcorn. I would have never thought to watch that.
No, yeah, I mean, I just saw that on Shudder and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Put it on the list.
And then someone really wants us to watch Burial.
Yeah. I was gonna ask earlier, what do you think in speaking of, like, name changes, what do you think of the Superman name change?
I'm fine with it.
I really like it.
This is gonna be a hot take, but it's time we move on from Christopher Reeve's Superman. Like, it's still a good movie, and I don't mean like we should just forget it exists or something. Like, that's stupid. But like, it's time for a new just Superman movie.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's the only movie called Superman. It's been over 40 years since it came out. It's not like a Halloween thing where there was already like a remake called Halloween, and then like the sequel, or like there's a soft reboot that's a sequel to another movie called Halloween.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's
like you can just call and like Superman. The Reeve one is technically like Superman the movie.
Yeah.
Whereas this would just be Superman.
We can at that point we can call it like Superman 78.
Yeah, or just Superman the movie. But and I'm not so, and part of it because I didn't grow up with Superman the movie. I'm not attached to that movie in any way. Like, Christopher Reeve is fine, but he's not even my favorite Superman.
Oh yeah, fair enough. But no, I mean, it's kind of like how they called Batman the Batman. This is going to be like a more definitive on-screen take.
Well,
on the
and
character.
screw them for that, because now it gets mixed up with the animated show.
Yeah, that's the one downside of that title. But
no, but I like that, the Batman, because and that worked too, especially because before that, the last Batman movie was Begins.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Or the last movie, because BVS is obviously like a crossover.
Yeah, and then he changes to Dark Knight for the other two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what makes Brave and the Bold interesting is that it's mostly campy, but then it's surprisingly dark. Yeah, like there's if I remember correctly, there's an episode where he confronts Joe Chill, and like it gets pretty dramatic.
Nice.
Like it does take Batman seriously to some degree, but it's also not afraid to embrace a lot of like goofy, campy stuff.
Do you know about this one, this Easter egg?
Oh, which one?
The Calendar Man one?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do. It's
and
cool.
then do you know about the Two-Face one?
Is there one that... the Two-Face one is just to sell, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I can never remember which cell it is, though.
It's got, like, Harvey Dent poster on it.
Yeah. It's one of these, but...
No, yeah, Robert, I think the 2018 Halloween movie should have been called Halloween Returns. Especially because you have a whole trilogy with like a similar naming convention after that.
Yeah, Halloween's up to a lot of shit. It's returning, it's killing, it's ending.
And then it returns, it killed, and then it ended.
Yeah, nobody cared by the third one, that I can tell you. I hate this room.
Look who's finally turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging?
That's what they should call the next Batman movie, The Dork Knight.
Dork Knight? It's really sad that Halloween is owned by Miramax again.
Well, to be fair, I believe that was only the TV rights. Like, they always owned the movie rights.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really need a Halloween TV series.
I just don't know what you do with that.
I can see it kind of being like a more serialized thing, where Michael Myers is like the villain, but it like focuses on a core group of people. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they'll do though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that either.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna get that young, sexy Loomis show.
I mean, a Loomis prequel could be kind of cool.
I don't. That's like the obvious idea.
Yeah, but the obvious doesn't always mean bad.
No, I mean, like, you can make anything work. You just have to make it work. But, I don't know. I don't know if I want a Loomis spinoff. They can do a de-aged Donald Pleasant.
No, just get Malcolm McDowell back.
That's true, I like Malcolm McDowell in that movie.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really like that movie, but...
That's because you're wrong.
It's not a good movie, folks.
It's pretty good.
You're safe now.
We need to review that one to complete the Halloween trilogy on the channel.
She won't get away. I'll stop her.
We've already done Halloween and Halloween. Now we just gotta do Halloween.
Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't go.
You reviewed Halloween and Halloween.
Yeah.
And now you have to review Halloween.
They should call the next one The Long Halloween. Oh wait.
Oh. Batman versus Michael Myers.
Why not? Have you seen that Jason versus Dexter fan comic?
No.
I've only seen like a page of it, but it was really dumb.
Oh, really?
Well, it's dumb in concept. Like, Jason versus anyone that's a human is like, that's not a fight.
I don't know enough about Dexter is the thing. I've never seen that show.
Oh, the first 4 seasons are great, and that's all they ever made.
Yeah, it's part of the reason why, like with shows like that and Game of Thrones is because I know that they've ended in a bad way. So I'm like, why even start it? Like, what's the point?
You could watch. I don't know about Game of Thrones, but you could watch the first 4 seasons of Dexter, and that'll work as an ending.
Okay, I might at some point. There's a lot of shows I want to get to.
But the whole thing with Dexter is that he's a blood analyst that works for the Miami PD, and he's also a serial killer that uses a code taught to him by his dad. And so, like, the fan comic, the bit I saw is like he sees Jason killing people and decides that like that's his next target.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a cool concept for a show.
He's like a vigilante serial killer.
Well, yeah, and it's based off of books.
Okay.
Which are pretty solid. But what's her name? Darla is in that show.
Oh, really? Yeah. All right. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to watching Dexter.
Yeah. And then the guy that plays Dexter went on to be Batman in Gods and Monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's who that is. Yeah, because I've seen that movie.
I like that movie. It's been a while, but
yeah,
you know,
that's pretty good.
Oh, here's the Harvey Dent one. Let's assume they were supposed to do more with that, because like you remember they did comics and like a prequel one-shot videos.
Yeah, there was like a whole universe.
And then that movie came out, and you never heard anything else from it. Shut up.
Yeah, no, I mean they're pretty good. I especially think the alternate Superman in that is pretty cool.
It's just Zod, isn't it? I don't remember.
Response to medication has been poor.
I don't know. I think it might be Zod.
Yes, Robert. They go in a very different direction. I've read the first couple of books, and the one that sticks with me is there's one where they're investigating like a cannibal case, and they rescue this girl who was almost killed by them. And the twist at the end is that, and they never adapt this in the show, which I thought was unfortunate because you could have done something with that. The twist is that like she wasn't a victim; she wants to be eaten by these people. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Whoa. That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I didn't know there was supposed to be a show.
I didn't either. I'm sad that didn't go through. That could have been cool. Because I know Batman and that was Kirk Langstrom.
Yeah.
I don't remember who their Wonder Woman was.
I don't remember really much about their Wonder Woman.
She's just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have done like, you know, other Justice League members in that universe besides just the Trinity.
Well, I always thought it was weird that's a Justice League movie when it's not a Justice League.
I don't think it would sell as well if it was the Trinity, Gods and Monsters. So, Justice League, people know what that is.
Oh, this part's so annoying.
It's like how Hermione wanted to free the elf slaves in Goblet of Fire.
I'm surprised you know about that.
I was reading Robert's message.
Oh. Wait, what is he comparing to Hermione wanting to free the elves?
The Dexter thing, the cannibal thing.
Oh.
I assume.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I wasn't looking at chat, so I was just listening to you, and you threw me off because I was like, I didn't know you've read the Harry Potter books.
I've read the first two a very long time ago, but I've mostly just seen the movies.
Yeah, well, that's why I was confused, because that's a book-only subplot. They cut that out of the movie.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about that in the movie. Or in the book.
Yeah, it was a nice little character thing for her, but you know, we got to cut all that out of the book of the movies.
Also, yeah, I don't think knowing what we know about J.K. Rowling didn't really age well.
I try not to let that stuff affect my viewing of a piece.
For sure.
Especially because I feel like people take that too far. Like when Robert and I talked about the Buffy pilot, which was bizarre to go back to, by the way, after I've watched the show like twice last year with different people, just to see like how young and like in a different status quo people were in. But like I was talking,
go on.
That people, I've seen a lot of people decide that Xander is like the Eisen character for Joss Whedon.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah,
it's like I don't know. He's just a '90s kid. Like that's how we acted.
He's just a flawed character. Yeah, I didn't know if there was like any other like weird, poorly aged stuff in that.
I'm on my way now.
No, but I have also seen people try to retroactively say that he's sexist by killing.
Sorry, but there is no prize.
But because of how who he chooses to kill throughout the show.
Better luck next time.
That's people probably reading too deep into things.
I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. The first phase is called Gods and Monsters. Gods and Monsters.
Hey, hands off the merchandise.
Because it is about gods and monsters.
Why the smiles next to certain names?
That was Basil Carlo.
You tell me.
That's the only name I could leave off there.
Clayface.
That's not the first Clayface, right?
Yeah, Basil Carlo.
Okay, that is the first one.
Yeah.
He's in the secret lab in the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first Clayface.
Yep, I know.
Damn.
Well, you know, and to be fair to Harley's characterization in the Suicide Squad, he's also really stupid here, too.
Is she stupid in the Suicide Squad game?
I thought you said that.
Harley is subdued, and I have her prince.
What?
I thought you'd said that she came off really stupid.
Yes. Harley's been everywhere on the island. So
no, I mean, she comes off stupid in all of the Arkham games. She didn't really come off stupid in what I've seen from Suicide Squad.
The Guardians are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
She came off a little bit more, like, clever.
Yeah. Here is the Mr. Freeze Easter egg.
Yeah, I love that. The cell. Yeah, Basil Carlo's Clayface in this game. Oh, one of the other weird things that the animated series does is, like, they have, Clayface in that, but his name is Matt Hagen in that. And it's basically Basil Carlo Clayface, but they just call him Matt Hagen for some reason.
Weird.
Kind of like the Tim Drake and Jason Todd thing.
I'll be creating my own personal army.
Because I don't think in the comics Matt Hagen was also an actor. I think that's
probably combining things.
Yeah.
We gotta review Tinian. Speaking of Clayface, we gotta review Tinian's Detective Comics run at some point from the beginning of Rebirth.
Yeah, I only read like the first part of that. And I thought it was okay.
I was picking up, so I bought them all in trade. It kept me with the Rebirth line for a while because, man, I Am Suicide, I was done with King.
Well, fair enough if you didn't like Tom King, yeah.
I was like, oh, this book is so much better.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't say the same thing 100 times.
I think Tom King's run is hit or miss, and I think his first half is stronger than his last half.
I mean, what I've heard about his second half is just embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It is really embarrassing. And I don't know, I don't hate I Am Suicide, and I
because
really
you
like...
wanted Batman to break Bane's goddamn back.
Well, he kept hammering into my head, yeah.
But I really liked War of Jokes and Riddles. I thought that was a great story.
I'd have to reread that. I'd like that one. I'd like to read without the like, just in a vacuum, because I read those all in trade, and like I was reading them together,
Yeah.
and so by the time I got there, I was like, "What? I hate Catwoman. I hate this Batman. I hate this fucking book.
That's fair.
I hate everything."
I like what they do with Kite Man in that story.
Oh no!
I know the whole hell yeah thing is a little overdone, but it made me care about Kite.
Is that because you like it when he goes hell yeah?
I don't like it when Batman says hell yeah at the end of that story. That's the one part I don't like.
It's impossible.
Oh, we've gotten to the point where the Riddler is unsure of himself.
Yeah, where he's like, what are you doing?
Okay, these the fucking things need to go away. How did you even get up there? Like, what? Seriously, how did you get up here? There's no way. There's nothing up here. How did he get here?
He's got spider powers.
Apparently, holy shit.
Okay, alright, I didn't know that, Robert. Carlo Clayface didn't yeah. I remember that he doesn't have powers in the Golden Age. But I guess the more like shape-shifty one is the Matt Hagen version. And they just combined that.
Combined that. English, motherfucker. Oh god, I'm gonna hear that stupid sound in my sleep now.
I hate the lunatics.
They're so annoying. Like, why are they in the game?
So they can jump scare you.
I mean, they
yeah,
are.
I like these guys less than the Poison Ivy pods. I think these guys are more annoying.
Really? Because you can just one-shot them.
You can, but you can one-shot the pods too.
No, you. Yeah, but the pods can strip off half your health before you even get there.
No, yeah, but you have to be quick.
Yeah.
Like
whereas these things just come right at you.
Yeah, I mean you can see it. You just have to be prepared.
Yeah. Okay, Scar.
Yeah, so basically Basil Carlo is like the modern day version of Clayface is just Basil Carlo, but with the shape-shifting powers.
We'll go for a little bit longer. Oh, get the fuck off me.
Although, I've got an important question, John.
I have a possible answer.
When are we gonna stream Lego Batman?
I don't know. Are you itching to play that one?
That game is very nostalgic to me.
Then I have to shit all over it.
No! That game is my
you
childhood.
Can't do that. I've thought about. I'm busy right now with other games, but I definitely want to do the Telltale Batman at some point.
Oh, Telltale would be really fun.
Yeah, I've been doing The Walking Dead over on Haven of Horror. We're almost done with season 1.
It's just gonna be me judging you for all of your choices.
Yeah. The first time I played it, I was Psychopath Batman.
I think it might be fun to do Psychopath Batman for a stream.
True.
Yeah, I think the second game. I think the second Lego game is also wonderful, Robert. The third one is fine, but it's more of a Justice League game.
Yeah, I have all 3 of them. I got them for like $10 on Steam.
Oh, that's a deal.
Yeah.
Upgraded with the Titan formula.
Hey, do you like how big the moon is?
I know you've heard stories of mutations and monstrous side effects, but don't worry. Those really
It's like Majora's Mask. Is that the Zelda game where the moon is like crashing into the earth? Yeah.
Oh,
I
don't know anything about Zelda.
Yeah, why are you a fake gamer?
I mean, I never claimed to be a hardcore gamer.
But why?
Just because I'm not.
Joker's cooking something up, man.
Yeah,
oh
I've
shit, I bataranged them into the electric fence.
The lore reason why the moon is big is because it's stupid. Yeah, we're one step closer to beating the Jonkler.
We are. Now we have to do Predator missions. I love these inverted takedowns that you can do.
Yeah, I forgot that you had to unlock them in this game.
Yeah.
Because in the other game, you have to have them.
Is there a lore reason that Batman just didn't bring all of his gadgets? Is he stupid?
I think he is stupid.
What are you doing?
Because even from the beginning, he's like suspicious. He's like, I better stick around. So he should have been more prepared.
Yeah, he didn't even learn how to do an inverted takedown before he came here. How's he been apprehending criminals all these years?
Leave him there. We've got bigger problems. Find the bat.
Speaking
It's
of
like
Batman,
that's the
though, we gotta
only-
figure out what comic we're gonna do next.
Oh right. I'm down for anything. I've got DC Universe, so I basically.
Oh well, shit! I wish I'd done that.
I thought I told you that.
Oh, you might have, but I probably forgot. To be fair.
That's how I read. That's how I read. Dark Knight Returns.
Oh right. You're a fraud and don't own that.
I'm a fraud. I'm a fake Batman fan.
You are. Secrets out, folks. Whoa! Hey!
No.
Hey! You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit about fuck, my man.
I hate when they see you and then they start shooting down the gargoyles.
I don't think they do that in this one.
Oh, maybe they start doing that in City.
So I feel like City, where they start playing with the enemies can take out the gargoyles.
That's where they introduced the visors, the heat signature thing.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
The bane of my fucking existence.
Hear me? We'll come back when the bat is dead.
The bone of your existence?
Yeah, the bone. Oh my god, how did he see me?
I'm down for reviewing Killing Joke, Robert.
I'm down for that. Alright.
I've got, I own that one.
So you own that one, but not Returns or Rises? No, Returns.
You were right the first time. No, yeah, because I actually, because I think I like the Killing Joke more than Returns.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I have to reread it. It's been a while. I don't know which one.
That is a hot take.
Is that a hot take? They're both well regarded.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they like Killing Joke more than Returns.
Yeah, I don't know. It's closer to like an actual Batman story for me.
I guess.
Wait up, I'll watch your back.
But I'm not sure. I haven't read it in a long time.
I just think fundamentally giving the Joker any kind of origin is a mistake.
I mean, usually I prefer his origin to be multiple choice.
Okay, but, Joker.
I think it works for that story.
Dude, did you see that? I landed right next to that guy and he didn't see me. What the fuck?
Oh, it's delayed for me.
Come on, wake up! Damn it, it's so cold. What are we gonna do?
Some of these thugs are stupid.
Batman,
well, all of them are stupid.
show yourself!
I have
I'm coming with you.
the version of Killing Joke I have is the recolored version,
Same.
which I think looks. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it looks okay, but I do want the original version because from what I've seen of that, it looks really cool.
I would need to look at the original again, but I don't know. I feel like the only difference is just the colors are more faded.
They're a little bit. It's a little bit brighter, or like the colors pop more, is what I mean.
In the recolor, or
in the original.
Oh. I just think it's a shame they don't have both available. Like, I don't even know if you can get the original anymore.
I think the recolor one is the one that most people have. Oh yeah, I've only seen the Doom That Came to Gotham movie.
Same, and I thought it was okay.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was pretty good, but Batman, a Lovecraftian Batman movie sounds like amazing, and it was just pretty good. It wasn't amazing.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Are you thinking of Gotham by Gaslight?
I am. But I've also seen Doom That Came to Gotham, and yeah, it could have been better.
Yeah, I liked it. It could have been better.
Hey, look, it's Thomas and Martha Wayne.
No, yeah, that is a quote from the Killing Joke.
Yeah, yes, Robert. Thank you for explaining the joke.
Well, I think also what he's saying is that the origin in the Killing Joke might not be the definitive Joker origin.
See, my problem with that is he's not telling the story. It's just a flashback. There's no evidence to that being an unreliable narrator.
But it could have been a story he's told before the people. It could have been like something like the Joker in the Dark Knight, where he's just told one of many stories he's just made up.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do that, you need to have some kind of context clue that this is an unreliable narrator.
Is he okay?
Well, it's the Joker. I think he's inherently an unreliable narrator.
But you don't. There's no even clue that he's telling that it's him telling the story. Like, it's not presented as a flashback or a story. It's just presented as this is a thing that is happening.
Well, fair enough. Like I said, I gotta read it again.
And so do I. I might be forgetting something.
The original colors in the Killing Joke are cool, but the recoloring fixes the flashbacks more than anything. They look better black and white with a few key moments that are red. Okay. Yeah, I only have the recolor, so I'm more familiar with that.
Oh, there's an absolute that has both. Okay. I did not know Ditch.
Thanks.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to buy that eventually.
I'm fine. I eat punks like these for breakfast. What were they doing in here?
The ones that weren't hitting me went over there and started doing something to the power controls. I have no idea what they were doing.
My plan is to get at least close to the Poison Ivy fight, but we probably won't fight Poison Ivy tonight.
Alright.
I mean,
that's fair.
Because it's almost 10, and I'm sure you have other things to do than sit here and watch me play a video game.
No, I'm not.
Looks like Joker.
I'm not busy. The thing, I do have to get up early tomorrow, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, I set my alarm.
Yeah, you got like the old man schedule.
I got shit to do.
No, I also have to be up early tomorrow, but I could go to 10:30 if you can.
No, I mean, yeah, I can go to 10:30.
Right.
That's good for me.
Alright, well then let's see if we can... Because I remember the first time I played this on hard, Poison Ivy was the one boss that gave me more trouble than anything. Batman, stop looking behind you, there's no one there.
No, yeah, that Poison Ivy boss is pretty difficult.
It's a pain in the ass.
I'll be right back, though.
Okay.
Just 1 second.
I've been itching to reread Watchmen. I have the hardback.
Always one step ahead. It won't be long before I have an army of Titan monsters at my fingertips. Ooh, just imagine me being carried through the streets, stepping over the corpses of all those innocent citizens. It's going to be glorious, so I can't wait.
Oh, it's on Stars. Motherfucker. I'm getting some weird frame drop in places that I shouldn't be having frame drop. You may have noticed that this game is, hang on, let me see something. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hang on. You may notice this game is a little smoother than you might be used to. That's because this is the PC version. Do I have to quit to the main menu to... God, this game is showing its age. Yeah, and I mean, it has no references to all the other ones.
Stop this now, before it goes too far.
But is it really that bizarre when you think about it? It's the ones people know. Bane, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Joker.
I need to find a way through this mess.
Like, it's just kind of the who's who. There's some notable ones missing, but... Oh, and the Riddler, of course. Well, and Riddler's just there to give the game collectibles.
I'm back.
Oh. Welcome back. I don't agree with that, Robert. I think City does it. I think City does it a little bit better.
It's hard. Because I think this game utilizes its villains really well.
That's all, folks. Do you know about the Ratcatcher reference?
Yeah.
Okay, Mister, I don't remember this game.
What? I went through all the Riddler trophies last time I played it, so I do remember that.
The only one that I don't think uses any of the villains well is Knight, because it's just like so disconnected.
Well, my thing with City is that I think it underuses some villains. Like, I actually think Hugo Strange is pretty underwhelming in that game.
Oh, really? I think the only one that really fucks over is Harvey Dent. Randall,
No,
sorry if I mispronounced that. Would you be Batman if you could? No.
No. That sounds like a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I'm constantly in fear of my life ending.
I'm constantly out on patrol all night fighting supervillains. Everyone I care about dies.
Yeah. Yeah, being Batman would be pretty lonely. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll talk more about it when we get to City, but Hugo Strange is like built up throughout the whole game, and then he just dies.
To be fair, though, I mean, it's Raish, like...
Yeah, and like, Raish is cool, but like... I don't know. They could have... It's kind of a similar thing I have with Black Mask and Origins, where it's like, they could have made a really cool Black Mask story, but nope, it's just the Joker.
And that one I think is a bigger problem just because, it's the third Joker story in a row. Gee, imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll agree with Two-Face and Mr. Freeze. I just don't think this is a story that Catwoman would fit in. Like, why would she be in Arkham?
Someone, get me out of this thing!
Listen, the bat is on the way.
Yeah.
Send the annoying doctors
Or
to
Penguin.
hell. That's the down one.
But yeah, it makes sense that they're not in this game. Because they're some of the more sane Batman villains.
Batman's here.
Joker's men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the
I remember this Predator mission. Yeah, the Joker stuff is definitely the better story stuff in that game. In City. I'm more invested in the whole Batman dying of Joker's blood thing than I am Protocol 10.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
I mean, I want to be invested in Protocol 10. It doesn't really amount to anything. But I like the side missions in that game a lot, like the Zaz one, the Deadshot.
I think you mean the fake Deadshot?
Yeah, the fraud.
Too late, bats. I know you're here. Grab 'em, boys.
What?
Sorry, Doc.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, okay.
Too easy. Played you like a violin and cut your strings. Nighty-night, bats.
Yeah, I do like the Batman and Joker stuff in Origins that they ultimately do. It's just kind of a missed opportunity for Black Mask.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's just like...
Listen, the bat is on the way. If you see him, send the annoying doctors to hell.
And the other assassins. Because they're just relegated to side missions.
Good. And remember,
Because in the story, I think you only encounter Bane, Firefly,
men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the operator first.
Deathstroke, and like, I think that's it.
No, you got the Poison Lady. You're
yeah.
You're talking about Origins, right?
Yeah, Origins.
How did you forget Bane?
I said Bane.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said you only encounter Bane, Firefly. Yeah, I started with Bane.
Okay, how did you forget Killer Croc?
Oh, is Killer Croc one of the assassins?
Yeah.
Well, I never think about that because you fight him first, and then you learn about the assassins.
Wait, who the hell else is shooting me?
I've incapacitated the main threat, but the hostages are still in danger.
Oh yeah, I mean the fight with Deadshot is kind of lame in City, but I like the overall side mission. I mean, yeah, fair enough, Robert. Like, the thing is, I'm not a big Black Mask fan.
Hey, I was a Black Mask fan before it was cool, okay?
Oh, well, maybe John was, yeah. I couldn't say that I'm a Black Mask fan, but I would have liked to have seen a story that made me care about Black Mask, if that makes sense.
You mean you didn't become a fan after Under the Red Hood?
Oh no, I like him in Under the Red Hood.
I think he's great.
But that's only. No, he is. Yeah, that's like the only other version of Black Mask that I know besides the Arkham version, though. Oh well, I guess he was in Birds of Prey.
I should pick up Harley's trail again so I can find it.
But that movie sucks.
Which movie?
Birds of Prey. Because he's the villain of that. He's Ewan McGregor.
What a wasted casting.
Yeah, no, he could have been a cool Black Mask.
Gunn, bring him back. Hello?
Yeah.
Need you to solve? Thank you.
Oh, it's one of those hard ones.
Oh, I didn't even remember he was in The Batman. I need to buy that Blu-ray set and go through that show.
Yep.
I mostly just remember Penguin and Joker because they won't stop using them.
Did you like how Joker was like a martial arts expert in that show?
When you know who's making it, it makes sense enough for me.
It's just kind of silly.
But that might be one of my favorite Joker voices.
Well, look who's discovered our secret.
Oh, I love the Joker in
Since you
that.
made it this far, let me show you what I cooked up.
Is there a lore reason that why he just shot his two goons?
Because he's crazy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are they turning into bone?
Because he gave them bone juice.
God, that looks painful.
Yeah. There's some body horror with the like Titan transformation stuff in this game. Yeah, Kevin Michael Richardson. I was trying to remember that voice actor's name. He's a good Joker.
He gets to play Shredder in the 2012 show. He's so good in that too.
Oh, awesome. He's got a great voice. Yeah, he's pretty versatile.
Oh god, too close, too close, too close.
It's also Tom Kenny plays Penguin in that show.
Yeah, and he's fine, but
I don't know if that's the best casting.
Their Penguin is a little too pathetic for my taste.
His Penguin voice is just a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
How do you feel about the Telltale one where they kind of combined Penguin with Tommy Elliott?
I don't really like it.
Oh, I just like jumped into that one.
I'm not really a fan of the Telltale Penguin.
Okay, I think he's all right.
I think, at least in the first season, I think the best villain in that was Two-Face. I don't really care about Lady Arkham.
You weren't outraged when he called himself Two-Face, even if you stopped him from getting burned?
I was not outraged.
Oh, isn't that cute?
I mean, that's kind of silly, but I'm not gonna get mad over it.
No, they have a very... It's weird. And obviously that's something to talk about more when we get there, but Two-Face is the only villain they don't reinvent in that first season. He's just kind of hard. He's just Two-Face.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do Penguin, and that's a reinvention. And then Lady Arkham is technically an original character.
That blew my mind when you find out who it is.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe they did that.
I don't know how you feel about making Vicky Vale but no, I think I like season 2 in general.
I will have to play it again because at the time I was annoyed by their take on Joker and Harley Quinn.
Oh, see, I really like their Harley.
It just felt very of the time of, oh, we're trying to push Harley Quinn, so now she's like...
Well, it's a very different Harley Quinn. It's not the usual one that you see for...
Yeah, and just in hindsight, I might like it more now that we're kind of past that. Because I think that came out around the same time that Warner Brothers announced like 16 Harley Quinn movies.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be a Harley movie. There's gonna be a Harley and Joker movie. There's gonna be Birds of Prey with Harley in it, and that actually did happen.
Yes, it did.
I mean, that's more of a Harley movie than it is a Birds of Prey movie.
You know, we're probably gonna have to review that.
Oh no, you're right.
Or maybe
does that mean we have
commentary?
Yeah, maybe that could just be commentary. I mean, does that mean we also have to do Suicide Squad?
No, I would say that one counts as much because
that's more.
That's just DC, but at least half of Birds of Prey are Batman characters.
Right.
Maybe that could be a commentary then, because I don't know what I can say about that beyond it sucks.
Because would Justice League you can count? Because Batman's in it, but like it's a Justice League movie.
No, because the only Batman character in it is Batman.
Right, but I'm also just thinking like BVS is technically not really a Batman movie.
No, but it has Batman, Alfred, and it takes place in Gotham.
Yeah. Most of the characters are Superman characters, though.
That's true. But we've already committed, so fuck you.
Okay. and I mean it makes sense because we just reviewed Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah. But you know what else this means we have to review?
What?
Batman and Harley Quinn.
Oh. I'd like to submit my resignation for the channel.
Denied.
No. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it, but that...
No, we're doing that right now. Let's go.
No. I was just gonna say that it's kind of strange how my favorite Batman movie and probably my least favorite one are both
the Titan production
DCAU.
But Joker escaped with enough to cause us real problems.
Mask of the Phantasm is my favorite, and then
they've been using a
honestly,
plant
Batman Harley Quinn might be my least favorite.
The plant's the key.
You know what, Robert? You're right. Justice League does have Gordon and Gotham and Alfred.
If her plants are at risk, she'll listen. I have a sample of her pheromone.
We can do Justice League, the Snyder cut.
Somewhere in the gardens. I'll track her down.
Are y'all ready for a 4-hour commentary?
We don't have to do it right now.
No, we're gonna do BVS and Justice League like in the same night.
How do you even expect me to be alive after that?
Oh come on, you've done worse.
That's right. We did watch all of the extended edition Lord of the Rings.
I'm going to need something to get over
Jim Gordon.
You know, that might be the biggest missed opportunity in the Snyderverse. We had a great Jim Gordon, and he didn't get to do anything.
That's one of the funniest parts about that is that J.K. Simmons got ripped to play Gordon, and he's got like 2 scenes where he doesn't like punch anyone. He just talks. No, but like that's great casting for Gordon. I'm in the camp. Maybe he's too old to do it at this point, but I don't know. But I still want to see. Oh.
Okay. Sorry, the bat plane is exceptionally loud. What's up?
I'm in the camp that wants to see Bryan Cranston play Gordon in live action.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll get that at this point. I think maybe he's too old.
Is he though?
I don't know. He's in his 60s.
Okay, well, look at all the other Alfreds.
I said Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon. Shit. Well, I mean, look at the last Gordon before Wright. He can't be older than J.K. Simmons.
No, that's actually, that's true. J.K. Simmons is kind of old. No, yeah, maybe he could do it. He's great. He's just like perfect casting for Gordon.
Yeah. I don't know why I went to Alfred, but...
Well, I mean, it makes sense for Alfred to be pretty old. Well, not super old, but yeah, old.
What'd you do if James Gunn announced this Batman casting and it was Ben Affleck again?
What do you call someone who has failed to solve...
I thought you were about to say, what if it was Ben Affleck as Alfred?
What if Ben Affleck is Gordon?
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
If it was Gordon and he's using his Boston accent from Good Will Hunting.
But then the end of the movie reveals, oh, he's actually been Bruce Wayne this whole time.
I'll kill him first.
Ivy, I know Dr. Young mutated these plants to produce venom.
Yes, and I heard it through the grapevine, the evil...
No, that's true, yeah, like, the DCU is probably gonna have a middle-aged Batman, so Bryan Cranston probably makes sense for that.
It's interesting that we're going to a younger Superman and an older Batman again.
Yeah. I don't know, I think that was the least of my problems with Batman and the
No, I thought that was a cool idea.
There's a plant.
Yeah, like I'm fine with there being an age difference. Well, and like I'm fine with a Batman in a world before Superman exists.
You didn't think it would be easy, did you?
Because that's kind of how the DCAU did
Go
it.
back to your cell, or I'll be after you.
I mean, not
What if
there wasn't much of an age gap, but like Superman comes in like after Batman's well established. So.
Oh yeah, we don't fight Ivy yet. What if
Oracle,
Gunn
I
adapts
need to
that
find a way into Killer Croc's
blue
lair.
bunny rabbit?
It's somewhere below Arkham Island.
There's nothing on the system
Batman
about where he's
from
kept.
I
Snyder.
found a door near the Batcave, but it's shut tight. There's got to be
The
another
what?
way in.
Do you remember Gordon?
Oh,
Batman?
the when Gordon becomes Batman, yeah.
Yeah.
The weird like mech suit that he has. That'd be weird.
So you're not gonna be able to see it for a second, but did you know that you can do this?
Still waiting for it to catch up.
What the hell is that thing?
I didn't know that. Wow.
Unfortunately, it only works once.
So you can just kill someone, like straight up.
There's water down there. He's fine.
Robert just said that. What if he can't swim though?
Should have learned.
One of my favorite things in Batman the Animated Series is when a character falls from like a super high place and then they land in either water or like bushes. But it's like they still should have died from that fall, but like they land on like bushes and it's like, oh, they're fine.
It's cartoon logic. It's fine.
I know, it's just kind of funny.
No, it is. No, my favorite thing, because obviously I grew up watching a bit of anime, is because anime in Japan, anime like is obviously allowed to go be a little more adult than American cartoons. So all the ways they have to dumb it down. There's an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX where you meet one of the characters' dads, and like his thing is he's an alcoholic, and so like his dueling deck is all alcohol and shit. But since they didn't want kids to see an alcoholic, they changed it to hot sauce in the American dub. And so it's a guy that's really obsessed with drinking hot sauce for some reason.
One of my favorite versions of that is like One Piece, where it's that one character that like smokes all the time, and then
Sanji, yeah.
In the in the 4Kids version, it's just Lollipop.
Yeah, that's great. And it's kind of interesting watching, like I've been watching Dragon Ball Kai with my buddy, where they don't do that anymore. They're allowed to show smoking and drinking and cursing in those shows.
Oh. Yeah, they got different rules in Japan.
Yeah.
I didn't know that J.K. Simmons was working out for a different role.
Way to ruin the meme.
Yeah. Well, no, for the longest time, I thought he was getting jacked for Gordon.
No, I'm with you. Robert just ruined it.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Thanks a lot, Robert.
Fucking thinks Babar is pronounced Babar.
Well, it is pronounced Babar.
It's not. You're brain damaged.
Why would it ever be pronounced Babar?
That's how it's pronounced.
No. That's like you see the word rock.
You heard audio proof that it's Babar, you fucking jackass.
I know, but to me, that's like seeing the word rock, and then you're like, no, it's pronounced roke. It's like, no, it's clearly pronounced rock.
Yeah, you're pronouncing it. You don't go Babar.
It is Babar. I choose to believe that it's Babar. Roberts would be.
Yeah, I know. He messaged me like, "Hey, can you come solve this argument?" And he's like, "Is it Babar or Babar?" It's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's a very intelligent argument. You don't get it.
I love when the thugs think Batman can't do something, despite they would have had to have seen that he can, in fact, do things.
I love that. I love that in City when it's like, oh, you can't hack that thing, and then you do, and they're like, oh no.
It's like, motherfucker, this guy's been Batman for like a decade. How do you not know this by now?
Yeah, exactly, Robert. It's not. You wouldn't pronounce it like Jafar. It's Bubba. Are we getting closer to the croc fight?
We are. If I can time it right, we might end there, but... What time is tea time in Wonderland? About fucking... Hey, arguing about movies is fun. Noah and I do it all the time.
Yeah. It depends on the movie.
That's true. Arguing about Star Wars just isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Idiots on the internet ruined it.
I can still argue about Batman movies. Like,
that's fun. Nobody cares. Nobody has turned Batman into like a minefield.
Yeah, like no one's gonna. Friendships don't get ruined over Batman arguments.
Yeah. Batman makes friends, not ends them.
Exactly. I do hate though how a lot of once in a while, or like more often than not, there'll be like something that comes out that's just like so controversial that like it becomes like a political statement to say what your opinion is on it. Like after The Last Jedi, there's like Last of Us 2 is like an example of that.
Ugh.
It's just tiring at this point.
Yes. The worst takedowns is when he punches them in the nuts. It's like, dude, that's just inhumane.
I want him dead. I won't let him hurt my babies again.
Genital mutilation.
I can't believe you let poor little Ivy crying in a
Oh yeah, good point, Robert. Forgot about Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. That's kind of a controversial
I really feel
thing.
like that's divisive, though.
It's not divisive, but like there's a lot of like vitriol being spit at it for good reason.
There's
like,
a lot of hatred, but it's not like these people hate it, these people love it. Like there's a group of people that like it, but 75% of people just like, this sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I really haven't heard any positive reviews. Or I haven't heard reviews that that don't at least have like
plants are growing.
a good amount of negatives. So, like the most positive reviews I've seen are like, yeah, the game's just okay. Like no one is glowing.
Oh god, Torgo, it's our favorite part of the game.
Plants are mutating further.
I mean, I will say I think there is a certain degree of that, but they're also missing the fact of just it's more of how it's executed.
That pod appears to contain similar spores to the ones Ivy used to attack Gotham last year.
Yeah, I mean, like I said
They're
before,
deadly.
I think the gameplay looks fun. I still want to play it. But that story.
Woo! It's a doozy.
Oh, I hate the pods.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah, they can still get you when you're trying to take them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen some people try to bring politics into it where I'm just like, where are you getting... Like, there's a point where people argue about things being woke, where it's just like... Yeah, it's just like, it's such a reach, like, for certain things now. It's like, how is this political? It's getting to the point where, like, a woman just being, like, in a game or a movie is political. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's just... And I feel like they just make those videos so their subscribers will continue to give them money.
Yeah, well, I'm not even just talking about, like, people that make videos on that. I just mean, like, there are people that actually believe that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are the
videos
people...
exist, because those...
Right.
Group A gives Group B a lot of money to make those videos.
Yeah. Oh my god. Women exist in real life, that's so woke.
Or my favorite is, oh my god, there's a black person in this, it must be woke.
Yeah. I mean, I guess people say that about Deathstroke. Not Deathstroke, Deadshot, in Suicide Squad. But, like, I don't know, I don't think that's a race, I don't think that's a woke thing. I think that's...
Which Suicide Squad? The game?
The game.
Did they complain when they did it in the movie?
Not as much. But I think the reason why they race swapped him in the game is because of the movie. Because that game has been in production for a long time.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's true. People would say Mask of the Phantasm is woke. Because it's got a female villain.
No, but you have to understand, it's only new things that are woke. Politics and media never existed before 2016, bro.
My favorite is when I see people saying that X-Men was never political. It's like, I'm sorry, do you even know what X-Men is?
Complicated. Let me guess. Poison Ivy. She teamed up with Joker.
All that matters is that I can stop the plants taking over the island, but...
There's always a but, isn't there?
Where do you keep Killer Croc? I found a door in the sewers, but it's sealed shut.
That monster's got his own special cell. It's right below the transfer.
Even with the Batman, like, a lot of people latch on to that scene where Catwoman, like, she offhandedly says something about straight white men. And it's like, yeah, that's one line in a movie, who cares?
Stay here and do not go near the plants. They'll kill you.
Yeah, and then they wonder why modern film criticism is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, right. The Deadshot thing is annoying because it retcons the other games. I wouldn't care what Deadshot is, as long as
the most unimportant thing in the world.
Yeah, like I'm fine with it if it's not the Arkhamverse. Oh yeah, I've also seen backlash against Jeffrey Wright as Gordon.
Dude.
Not that much, but like a little bit of backlash.
Whoa.
Oh, and Yeah, I don't know why people can't enjoy that, because Jeffrey Wright is great as Gordon.
He is. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I think Gary Oldman is still probably my favorite, but Jeffrey Wright's up there, one of my favorite Gordons.
Well, you know, it's a very tough competition with live action Gordons, but
Oh yeah, you got two good ones and Pat Hingle.
hey, put some respect on my boy J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. He had like 2 exposition dump scenes. He could have been a good Gordon, but he was just there for a glorified cameo, basically.
I hate that the stupid orbs can hit. Bro, you blinked halfway across the map. What the fuck? I hate that the stupid orbs can hit you even when you're attacking the plant.
Yeah, I hate that.
Come on.
I think you might have to, like, sneak up on them.
I don't think you... Oh, this is gonna suck.
But I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is I think if you run at the plants, then the orbs will come out faster.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, like, try just walking at them and seeing what happens. Oh yeah, Billy D. Williams would have been an awesome Two-Face.
He would have been better than Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, I'd like to thank my fans.
Yeah, because Tommy Lee Jones didn't give a shit about the movie he was in.
Who I will be seeing very, very soon.
I will never understand actors who take projects that they don't care about.
It's called money.
Oh. Alright.
I did read that. I did read that Batman '89 comic. It was okay.
I got halfway through and I was like, I don't know what's happening and I don't care.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
It is, yeah. Alright, as much as I hate to leave it on a death, it is 10:30, so we are going to call it there. We went about 3 hours. Next time, maybe we finish it next time. That'd be fun.
I think we're close to finishing it, so maybe we can do one more. See how it goes.
Yeah. Alright, well, as always, we appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be back Friday on Haven of Horror with, what's the name of that movie?
Burial.
With Burial. And then in 2 weeks from last Friday, we will be back with the BVS Ultimate Edition. Definitely curious to see what happens with that. We'll see you guys next time.